Hey folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to another episode of our little Let's Play of Farthest Frontier, this village building game currently in early access, and it is lovely. Last episode, we just set up our initial village, our town center is over here. We got a little bit of a housing district that we're working on, and we do have a graveyard because we did have someone die to an attack from a wild creature. We certainly have some direwolves and some boars from time to time, which are causing a bit of an issue. But we're getting our basic production infrastructure on the go over here. So we can now build our market finally. So we're going to get that plopped down. And you can see it does increase the desirability. The house is nearby. So we're going to go and put in this block. This is what, a 4x4? I wonder if do I want to set it up in some other way? Nah, that'll be fine. So we'll put it there. And yeah, all these houses will get more desirability, but also they'll bring in tax dollars, which are represented by our gold over here. So we'll start to accrue some gold. Some buildings need gold as maintenance. Some buildings even need gold to build it in the first place. Just cash money is what it is. It's not so much that you're constructing things out of gold as much as you're having to spend money to do it. You can see that our little forager's hut over here did indeed push back this fog of war and a few different resources around. Still not a good hunting site anywhere. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put a little exploration command out there. Or maybe I should do it with a little group of people. You know what? Let's grab... So it's a group of 4 people. Maybe I'll do that. Let me remove this flag. Because I think the normal exploration just sends one person out. So, I know I've got a handful of people. Just want, you know, strength in numbers kind of thing. Just... Oh, there are some critters over there. Oh, boars. They're running away maybe because we have such a big group. There we go. Boars sighted. Alright, I'm just not going to issue it, and then we'll go back to doing normal work at some point. I don't know if there's another way to make explosives. There they go. Excellent. So there might be a little bit of hunting. I really am hoping for a big pack of deer somewhere. I mean, it is procedurally generated, the map, so they're different every time. It's kind of a shame that we don't have any nearby. Well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll just have to get into livestock fairly early here. New villagers born. Lovely. We are 24 of 24 for our population. What I'll maybe do is maybe I won't increase. We still have plenty of laborers kicking around, right? We have some idlers, effectively. Yeah. So I'm not going to rush to expand my population, because if I just blindly expand my population, food's going to become more of an issue. We didn't even get our farm set up before the end of the year here, which is a little bit problematic. Yeah, we don't have a lot of planks, although they're being processed, so that is going to be fine. So yeah, I'm not going to rush into expanding the population quite yet. What we will do is we'll look down here and see what else we can currently build that we haven't built. We've got all 3 basic storages. That's great. I have a fishing shack. I have one forager shack. Maybe I'll build another one since the hunting's not really working out for us. Or what I could do maybe is build one more fishery. That actually seems like a decent idea. I will go and build one more fishery over here. We'll have to move its work spot. But I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to road just directly over here. So that'll compensate for the fact that we don't have much hunting. We'll have just a lot more smoked fish. So that's good. Yeah, this field will be ready soon. We'll start planting next year, apparently. So resources. Firewood splitter we've got. A saw pit we've got. A tannery. So this uses hides and water to produce clothing, including warm clothing. It is very undesirable. You don't want it anywhere close to our housing. So I'm going to go and put it right over here, but we'll get that started. We might need more population if I keep doing this, and building more, but tannery's good. And then cobbler for shoes. Yeah, walk faster, avoid injury. Again, incredibly valuable. Does need a lot of planks. So, oops, I keep hitting P instead of B here. Oh, Fletcher's building. So that'll produce arrows and more bows. Yeah, we need that. This I don't think is undesirable. So maybe what I'll do is I'll keep it closer to the town center just so that, you know, it's just a little easier for everyone to reach. Again, I hit P instead of B. Because I hit P a lot in here to manage my population. So I got like a muscle memory thing going on there. And a basket shop, which lets people carry more stuff. So we will put you down. And again, that's not undesirable. So I'm going to put it there. Now, we've got a big plank shortage, but that's fine. I mean, it's okay that this stuff is just queued up here. I could prioritize one over some others, which might be worthwhile. In fact, I kind of feel like I'm going to prioritize the Fletcher over the others. because we might need... So when planks are made, they'll show up over there. Because we might need... Oh, sorry, my bad. Actually, I want this market finished. Let me unprioritize this. But I was going to say we might need bows and arrows replenished here for our hunters / we might decide to put some defensive buildings down because things are scary out there, man. We haven't even been raided by bandits yet. Yep, that's a thing. If we're not playing on pacifist mode, bandit raids are definitely a possibility. You guys are here to chop down some trees. What I'm going to do is just grab 3 and just tell them to come way over here. Let's push out our vision a little more here. Now, theoretically, in a little bit of a circle around our base rather than just far out in one direction. All right, I'll do that and then I'll let them come back. Oh, bunch of deer over here. There we go. Pretty far from town, but maybe. Maybe. I mean, for now, what I'm going to do, even though it's a big walk, is I'll do this, because our hunting cabins are really not doing anything. You get the complaint because we're out of planks. We know. Is this... No, that's the wood splitter. That's the smokehouse. Oh, right here, the saw pit. I could add more people to work this, although, really, we don't have that many logs anyway, so I don't think adding more people to the mill is really going to make a difference. We do have a market up, so these places are now a little happier, and we should be getting some taxes from this. Yeah, they're stocking the market as well. Oh, if we build barrels, then things will spoil here much, much more slowly. So we are going to want a barrel maker at some point. And same thing here. And the root cellar, you can have a lot of barrels to reduce wood the storage or the rotting that much faster. So what do we need to upgrade this? Right, we need at least 2 more shelters and then 30 population. 2 more shelters will bring up our max population to 32. We'll probably want to build a little more than that. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, because we are population capped, so we're getting a warning about it. And actually, the food's okay. Yeah, I'll build... I know we don't have a ton right now, but we'll be fine through the winter. So I'm going to plan on 2 more houses over here. And you know what? I'm going to do this. So that'll be 10 total houses, which is more than we need, but it'll have more room for population. And yeah, I think our food situation's going to normalize. Oh, right, the other fishery's done as well. I can move your circle. Here we go. Get you doing that. A little far from town. We can put some temporary housing over there later on. But yeah, our fishery, or our smokehouse should be able to handle all this. And I mean, any fresh stuff could also be eaten pretty fast, too. Just gonna harvest these rocks, because we know they're nearby. So let's make sure we're gonna get those. I mean, we got plenty of rocks in storage, but it does go fast. Let me do this. And actually, let me check my harvest map here. Yeah, we need more trees flagged. Yeah, it's not a very foresty area. I don't know, let's clear the top of this hill. The wolves howling in the winter. That's kind of scary. But yeah, we need a lot more logs. Now, we will be able to, once we level up our central building here, we will be able to unlock a work camp, which just designates an area to be constantly harvested. So we don't have to manually flag things to be harvested. But, all right, more villagers immigrated. Groovy. Year 3, okay. Yeah, actually, let's prioritize this farm now. Make sure builders are going there. And what I can do is I could increase the number of people who can build. Because when they're idle, they become laborers. But I still don't want to put that number too high. Predator, oh, freaking over here. I mean, that does happen a lot. Maybe I should keep hunters over here. Oops. Go, kill this boar before it kills our villager. I think it... Okay, we got our taxes. Hey, we got some money from our market. We are going to need a hospital sooner than later here. Go, go, go. Build the farm, please. Are needed, but you're currently okay. Stockpiling meat, yeah. Okay, more houses got built. And we've got enough food, so we should get some immigration still. Plus, just general birth should continue to be okay. Yeah, I might just have to build a watchtower over here. I hate tying up people as soldiers so early on, but it might be needed. And actually, I'm wondering about one over here, because we had direwolves coming through here earlier, and that would suck. Although, you know, people are replaceable. How many people have died so far? Well, one buried. That actually might be it. I think there were some injuries, but there might only be one dead person. I don't know if 5 people assigned to build here. Only 2 people building. Current number of workers assigned, 5 of 5. Doesn't look like 5 of 5 to me. I'm just saying. But okay. Planks. I mean, maybe there's a limit to how much space each worker can work on. All right. So farming in this game is pretty intense. So we got our farm set up. We can set up a rotation here. And there's going to be one farmer. I believe for like every 25 tiles, you can have one farmer assigned. And maybe that's what was changing. Maybe at first there's like a... Maybe the workers are for the initial clearing, and then the one farmer is the one who's going and actually plowing the field or whatever. We got a variety of crops. They have a bunch of different stats going on. Yield, frost tolerance, heat tolerance, rockiness, etc., etc., etc. We are going to start with some fairly basic crops that are self-fertilizing and really easy to get started. For example, peas are self-fertilizing. They actually increase the fertility of the soil because they're like, what is it, nitrogen capturing or something? I think the beans are the same thing. Yeah, there you go. Nitrogen fixing plant. Improves soil fertility. The turnips lower it, but they have a very short little growth period here because we only have so much time to work. And what I'll see, like, let's say I put in wheat. I can't do 2 sets of wheat in the same season, but I could do like 3 turnips if I wanted to. But more importantly, I would say, and I don't know if there's a clear all button for this, but there's like the ability to delete these. We can set up, so we've also got tell the farmers to work the field. So field maintenance. Doing this will reduce weed levels and remove rocks from field. And we can see we've got some rockiness and there's some weeds over here. So we could do that. The other thing we can do, if we've got a crop that lowers fertility, you can plant clover in here, which gives a huge fertility boost. But, oh, turnips lower it. Right. I could just start with peas, so I don't have to do any clovers at all. Peas are best grown in the early spring, before diseases are most active. But I'm wondering with the peas, if we did peas... I'm wondering if our season could look like peas, do this. So this is, you know, summer rather than early spring, but we could do 2 back-to-back and then work on reducing weeds and rockiness, and then basically just repeat this cycle. Since they add nitrogen, I don't think we have to do an actual rotation with these guys. But if we decide to go with turnips, which are a little bit more flexible year-round, they tolerate disease better than most crops. That's very, very handy, and they're frost resistant. What we could do here is, so this first cycle is nearly done, right? This is the time of year over here. Basically, we're gonna miss whatever's there. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna go turnip, but they won't really do anything because the period is nearly over. And then I'm gonna add so we're gonna clear weeds and rockiness, and then we'll throw in a clover to increase fertility. So every clover run increases it by 5, whereas this, I don't know why it's got 2 numbers, -2 plus or -5. Oh, I guess it doesn't always, I guess it averages the -2, but it might increase fertility, it might lower it, but yeah, on average it's going to lower it. And I guess here, at least the clovers would never lower it, although sometimes we might roll badly if I'm reading this right. So sometimes it might just roll a 0, which would be annoying, but not so bad. So if we do this cycle, there'll be fewer weeds, and then that'll be ready to go for this first year. And then we can get our first actual harvest. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll do another clover, because we're going to lose some fertility from running those. And then we'll do a double harvest of turnips. And then over here, I think we might need to do some more weeding. And then I think I'm going to do turnip, followed by more of this, because then it's going to loop around over here. So we're going to do 1 cycle of clover every year. And we're going to do in our 3-year rotation, we're going to do 2 of these. We'll try to keep an eye on the weed level overall and see if it's getting better or worse or whatever. And then, yeah, this second year we'll get a double turnip yield, which is going to be nice. Now, different crops need different balances here in terms of the soil mixture, more clay versus more sandy. And the turnips would prefer it somewhere over here. 10, I think, as far as I know, yeah, 10% is as good as you'll get from this. So you want it there. So you could rotate between different crops, but as long as the crops you use all prefer the same soil mixture, because otherwise they'll conflict a little bit with one another. Anyway, so we'll do that. So this poor farmer might try to plant some turnips here. Maybe not. Maybe because it's the end of the growth cycle. So maybe this farmer's just going to be completely idle right now. But I think I'm happy with that setup. Now, in case there are any wild animals here, if there were deer around here, we'd want a fence around this field. But we've only seen boar spawn in this area, and I don't think they'll go for the crops. So, but that's why I left this gap here, is to maybe build a fence if need be. If it doesn't need it, we do have a button here to expand the crop field, so we could make it bigger and take up more of that spot later on. But I'm just trying to do the minimum. There we go. So we're in that second work period. So now, who's this? Verna is going to clear weeds and rottenness. More immigration. There we go. We've got 30 immigrants. Take a look over here. To upgrade this, we will need 40 wood planks, which are going to start to be accrued over here slowly but surely. Impending heat wave. So yeah, if we've got crops that are sensitive to heat, that would be a problem, but we don't have that right now. Okay, there we go. We did hunt that. Our hunter did hunt that boar that appeared in this area. So that's okay-ish. But yeah, we may need guards. Wow, we do have a lot of extra food. We'll probably get some more migrants here. So yeah, just waiting for the planks. I might go, you know what? We're gonna need more planks as we go on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just make this have room for 4 people being worked in there. We still have some idle laborers. That's gonna get our planks a little faster, because now it's actually the plank construction that is the bottleneck. So we're gonna go get that going. We need planks over here, and we're gonna need some for the upgrade. But yeah, so now that we've got a farm, our food input or output should go up some more. We're mostly looking to, I would say, upgrade the town center of Dysenteria. Ugh, terrible name. And unlock a bunch of new buildings. Because I think we might have all the base buildings done. We need to do some more decoration later if we want to get these houses upgraded. And yeah, we'll be able to build the lookout towers here. And then later on, we could even build the barracks, but that's when town center 2. It's interesting it says tier 2, but the lookout towers are currently unlocked. It does take some gold to build and to maintain, which is one of the reasons I've been resisting that. We don't have a compost yard yet. So there's waste that gets built up in the houses. So it's got to be brought somewhere. You can see it's highly undesirable. And after it's collected a certain amount of the compost, we can then use it to fertilize a field. So I'm going to put it over here so it's not too far from our farmers' fields. But it's not going to impact our house. There we go. So yeah, that'll have to be cleared. Sumac over here. And then we'll get that. Is there anything else? Because I think we got everything else. I think we've got all the food production. I did build a storehouse, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we could build more copies of the same things, clearly, but mostly I'm going to wait until we can level this up. So we need some planks, but they're being processed right now. And yeah, we did forget that. So on these houses, we would have seen... There you go, waste. See, it's accruing over here. I don't know if it, like, maxes out and then there's a problem. I don't think there's a meter for there being too much waste around. But yeah, all this waste can be collected. More immigrants and more births. Actually, our houses are basically full again. We do have plenty of food left over right now, so I'm kind of thinking we'll go ahead and put down a few more houses. We will have to keep kind of reevaluating how far in we're going with this because of food management, and some of it does go to waste. Although once we can make barrels, they'll be a bit better. I could start, you know what, maybe what I'll do, since it does take such a long time, I will lay down plans for a second field. Maybe we'll grow peas or beans in this one, because they're pretty easy to get started as well. So the fields do take a long time to set up. That's going to be okay. Okay, all the jobs are currently satisfied. Lovely. Oh, geese are flying, I guess, south for the winter. We don't have a compass, but I guess south must be that way. All right. Building storage is full. Fish and meat. Shouldn't that be brought over here? You still have room. I guess maybe we don't have enough haulers? 9 laborers. And you can set ratios between the fish and the meat and everything. There you go. Oh, see, it's being cleared out now. You got a little wheelbarrow happening. Cool. And we will be able to increase carrying capacity some more and transport speed some more with a few different things. Actually, we do have some stones left over. What we could do is we could upgrade maybe our center square here to stone pathways. We are going to need some stones for our buildings, though. This one is a very long road. Might wait on that, because I don't want to spend all my stone too quickly. There we go. That's being cleared, and there are multiple people working on things, so that's nice. Still worried about boars. Okay, that boar-sided thing. Oh, no, it's still there. Or maybe it moved. I thought it used to be here. I might be wrong. Fishing shacks. Yeah, the forger's hut over there. Still looking nice. Yeah, it is grabbing the medicinal root, which is very handy. Plus a variety of foods. Oh, there we go. We can now upgrade this building. Now, there's a button over here for automatic building upgrades, and it is enabled. I think it only works for the houses, is the idea. It doesn't actually work with the town center. Oh, suddenly became unavailable because we didn't have enough wood planks. Well, hit that button. Things get brought over there. I guess, was there still construction using up wood planks? Where did the wood planks go away for a second? I'm not sure. Food, lots of spoilage. Yeah, that's our root cellar, which is starting to fill up, but we need some barrels. But yeah, we need to level this up to 2. Yeah, I'm gonna keep some. So obviously we're gonna use some stone over here for this building, and some of the more of the buildings in tier 2 need more stone. Well, some of it's just lying on the ground, not being hauled places. But so I don't want to overspend on our stone roads, but they look nice, and people do move around them faster. I don't know if they actually add desirability. Does it say anything about that? I don't think it does. Allows your village to travel faster, bigger bonus than dirt roads, costs are per 100 meters of road length. Yeah, so I think it is just faster movement speed, which is obviously great, because the faster they move, the more work they're able to do in a day. Overall, a big win. But yeah, I don't want to overspend here. Let me go and bring the builder count up to 8 temporarily. Maybe not so temporarily. But yeah, if we can't... It looks like actually they're not... Oh, no, they did go up to 8. Okay. There we go. Get that going. About a third of the way through winter, I would say. All right. We got our level 2 town center now. Gorgeous. Predator sighted over here, and we win. Okay. What's our move building? Do we need like the wagon before we do that? I know we can move buildings. Very confused. Actually, can't even tear this one down. Oh, that's toggle production, right? Yeah, I can't tear it down. Oh, that's the relocate building. That's what's confusing me. This is how you move the cart. You can relocate buildings there. It's up here. Sorry, there's probably some people yelling at me after the first video. Up here lets you move a building to a new area when you're not happy about it. And yeah, that's all good. You can't, as far as I know, move the town center. You can see the UI on this is different than the other buildings. And the town center is the town center is the town center. This is where you establish the town. So there you go. But yeah, everything else can be moved. I knew I was correct that you could move all the buildings. I just forgot where the button was. Okay, so speaking of buildings, we have unlocked a bunch of new stuff now. The healer's house, so it costs a lot of gold to maintain, as you can see, and we also need educated people for this. The healer and the teacher both need educated people here, and I don't know... Oh, we do have 2% of our population is educated. So some of the immigrants will come and be immigrated, and then the school continues to make more people educated. So it does seem like a good thing to set up. It's also fairly desirable. I like the idea of getting a school relatively early. But let's consider... some basic survival amenities. So the wagon shop is a requirement for a building, or some buildings need a wagon shop to exist before you can build it. But yeah, wagons, so you build the wagons, and then villagers can use them to transport goods, and so they move faster and carry more stuff. So it's very valuable to build that. I'm going to plop it down over here. Now, it doesn't lower desirability, but I might want to put some desirability boosters over here. So I'm just going to build it a little ways over here. Wagon shop. And the granary. So this stores wheat and other grains, but we don't produce any of that right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. A cooper makes barrels, and we know that our storage places could really benefit from having barrels so that the food will last longer. Let me do that, because we might be able to cram a little building. Oh, it's 3x3. Okay, never mind then. Doesn't make a difference how it's twisted. That was Cooper. And then the vault here is to store the town's gold. Well, we don't have that much gold, and this would require iron bars to build, so we're not going to do that right now. New level of food production. We do have a windmill where we can grind wheat into flour that we can use at the bakery. There's also a barn here, so this is for our cattle. But we need a trading post first, because I believe that's how you will buy the cattle. And the arborist building, so we'll work this building, maintain and harvest fruit trees nearby. I don't know if they plant the trees, because all I ever see are, I don't see any fruit trees. Might be wrong about that. I should plop it down and just see what happens. Still nice fertile land over here. And yeah, there's a work area that we'll be able to move. I don't know, maybe this is going to be a decent place for fruit trees. So let me just put the building down here, and we'll see what's going to happen. Because I don't know. Resources. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of this, we need our wagon shop before we can build these guys here. And there's some other things we could build. Apiary for honey, but we'll wait. And we can now build a barracks. I wonder if it's worth doing. Because we are going to get raided at some point. Train soldiers. Deal with more heavily. And they do have a radius that they kind of monitor. I don't actually know what these numbers represent. I don't know if they like shoot arrows from here. And this is the bonus to hit. It looks like if you put it on the high ground, you can see it's got a huge bonus to hit. So I think, or whatever this is. So I think that's what it is. It's an advantage when you're doing ranged attacks. So it shows us that here we'd be shooting really good. Maybe we'll put a tower on there, but for now, I think I'm going to build... Oh, you do have an entrance. Where's that arrow? I'll build it over here. Oh, we'll see what we can do. Oh, we need tons more money. You know what? It's not even worth building right now. Decorations, which we are going to want for some of these houses. They can start leveling up, but maybe not yet. We have an intermittent. Oh, yes. I guess I should build a trading post. The UI for this is a little bit wacky, in my opinion. Let me put it down over here. Let that build, and then we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can get some livestock and just get started on that, since our hunting is not really all that viable on this map, as it turns out. I might just get rid of the hunting lodge completely. Another reason not to spend gold, perhaps, is so that if we've got the gold in the trading house, I'll be able to buy some things. At least our food supply has been pretty decent here. How's this lot doing? Okay, rockiness pretty low. Weed levels definitely dropped, so that's a really good sign. And you can see everything just moved down. This was what we had just done, so everything moved up one, and the thing that was at the top went down to the bottom. So yeah, we're going to do turnips, clovers, turnips. I mean, I guess I could even start on wheat pretty early over here, but I was thinking of another basic food. Peas or beans. Beans are a good source of protein. Maybe we can do some of that. Yeah, storing some food over here. We are going to need some barrels. We did build a cooper, though, right? I can't remember. Or did we just mouse over? Oh, there it is. So yeah, there will be a cooper at some point. Yeah, mostly herding on planks, which actually also logs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set this filter just specifically harvesting trees. I wonder if we can just grow trees. Plant a little, like, have a little forester shop to replant them. Or what we do is we just buy logs, right? From the trader's post, we make higher value stuff. Like, maybe we set up apiaries, make honey, sell the honey, buy logs. That's a possibility. Wagon shop here. Oh yeah, and you need a bunch of planks, so yeah, that's definitely a shortage. I'm happy we're working the max number of people over here. If we do end up building, Tier 3 town center, we will be able to upgrade the saw pit later on. But the Tier 3 town center, we need 25 homesteads. Not shelters, but homesteads. We also need a school and trading post, and a fairly large population. So yeah, we need these houses here to upgrade themselves to homesteads, which we need to make sure to keep up the food variety and the desirability, which we can do with decoration, which you spend gold on. But yeah, so I guess there's not... I mean, mostly we're surviving on smoked fish. Although we do have some vegetables as well. So yeah, food production. I mean, it's going to vary a little bit year by year, especially with the farms and their cycle. Yeah, we have a lot of stone now. From, you know, just the harvesting jobs I was putting. Yeah, we don't have a... There's not a lot of forest in this map. It's not super dense. There's some areas that are more dense, but even that... In my last 2 maps, I feel a lot more trees. So yeah, these logs might be a little tricksy to come by. Well, we'll do what we can, but yeah, we need a lot of planks before that trading post comes up. Still running on top speed over here. What are you complaining about? No fish in range. Did we overfish this lake? Maybe the lake restocks itself periodically, and maybe we were overfishing it. I might want to get rid of the extra fishery. Is there another lake? Oh, crops ready for assignment. Oh, yes, excellent. Okay. Being sensitive to frost, they self-increased fertility. +2, ±5. So I mean, it's slow and not guaranteed, but. So frost sensitivity, we don't necessarily need to do the clover rotation. And there's not enough room to do both. But if actually, hold on. If we go this for the early spring, and then go beans, so they'll start in sort of mid-spring into summer, so frost won't be a problem. We'll just keep clearing the weeds and that. If it turns out that we get ahead of things in terms of the weediness, we could consider doing a double bean thing, keeping in mind that this one might get frosted. But we could shove it a little like that. Unless there's an early winter or a late frost, we could do a double up. Maybe I'll plan on that. You know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. That, and what I'm going to do is clear here, since this year's basically done anyway. They will try one planting. It probably won't be very successful. That'll be okay. So really what we're going to have is clear this field, beans. Clear the field, beans. And then hopefully we can do a double. We'll see what the stats look like. And it does look like we need to make this a little sandier for these crops as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. Excellent. How's our... yeah, we're still collecting poop over here. Yeah, we'll be able to do that, and it's just a one-shot boost to fertility on one of our farms. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, this really is the bottleneck. At least I'm surprised how well our food situation's gone, especially when hunting didn't really reveal itself to be a good option, because I've definitely struggled with food. I mean, we don't have a lot of food banked, but it is at least working. Cooper, I could double you up, but the problem is... Oh, you need iron as well? Oh, dang. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Well, now that we've got a wagon maker, we've got access to a few things. So yeah, work camp, permanent thing. You give them an area, and they'll harvest wood and stone from that area with various ratios, and you can move the collection area. Not going to stress about building that immediately. Clay pit. Some buildings do need clay directly. And some will need bricks, which I believe are made out of clay. There was a clay area over there. That might be it, huh? That I can see at a glance. Oh, over here as well. I guess this might sort of interfere with our foraging, but I don't think it's too much of an issue. Put that down. And I'm going to make a diagonal line here. A little bit of a shortest path sort of thing. We'll come and get a little bit of clay going in. But yeah, iron mine. There you go. There's iron ore over here. This actually highlights all the ore in the ground. Not just iron. At least it did in my other game. If I click on gold mine. Yeah, see, you can see it highlights all the ore. Do we not have the other resources? That's crazy. I had everything in my last one. It's a little... Oops. Some games have Z and X for rotation. This one, Z just centers you on the town square, which is a very handy hotkey. Tab to rotate may not be super intuitive. I think you can move the work area afterwards, but I'll just center it for now. There you go. That's not a particularly desirable thing to have there, but it's far enough from our houses, hopefully. I did want to expand our housing over here, but maybe what'll happen... I don't know if, like, the minerals expire at any point, but maybe we'll just do that. Maybe I should put the clay deposit here if we're going to have a little work site. You know what? Cancel. That is what I'm going to do. Put you down here. Like that, and we can put down under housing there is this temporary shelter. Temporary shelter can be stocked with food and supplies, allowing workers that are far from their residence to work longer before returning home. And that sounds like a great idea to have in this area, especially since I think I will go and also put down a work camp over here. And yeah, we can define a work area for this, for collecting some, because there's a lot of stone that we can just collect stone, and then we'll have some wood going on over here. So yeah, nice little working site. Our population is at its cap, and we don't have a ton of idle, well, we sort of have 15 idle workers between those guys, but it's gonna start to go down pretty fast. So yeah, let's plan on dropping some houses over here. Proper housing. So hold on. The plan. Yeah. Just to do this. Yes, I know we need additional housing. I'm working on it. Okay. That connect? I guess it auto connects. Okay. Wasn't sure if I had to do something special for that. Maybe I'll do this. We'll keep going with this sort of block structure in the housing area. And let me make, you know what, I'm going to make another set of 4 houses over here. Boom, boom, and boom. And I do have a lot of stone. I think I will, in fact, upgrade more of our paths here. Starting to get more and more distances involved in things. There's a long walk. And this is also a long walk, although it's not going to be that much traffic once you get to that point. A few upgrades at a time. I don't want to overload my workers, but mostly, I mean, most of the builders are having to wait for material. Well, we do have some raw material over here, so it'll happen. Yeah, a bit of a hike out here. No corpse. Yeah, well, if I haven't found another source of animals, I'm just going to go and salvage this hunting cabin. We got half the materials back, which sounds fine to me. Looks like we don't have a hunting town. I think I will move this storage cart over to here. That might be handy. Winter's pretty. Oh, okay. So we have merchants over here. Excellent. Wait, I can up. Oh no, I don't. I can't. So we've got a couple of traders. They've got, this is what they've got. They've got gold, they've got fish, etc., etc. This is what they buy. So you can see these little arrows. This is what they're selling, this is what they're buying. Sometimes they will both buy and sell the same thing. And here's things they're not interested in currently. So to be able to sell things to them, I do have to stock it here, which I do find a little on the awkward side, but it's not the end of the world. We have a lot of oh, this is smoked fish? Oh, it's interesting. It just looks different. I mean, he's not want to buy it. We might want to pre-stock some things. We've got a second guy over here. So this guy would buy shoes, and I do have 8 shoes. So what I can do is I can say transfer X amount of shoes to this other side. I could also put a target, which I can type in. Let's say 10 pairs of shoes, and I can say keep in stock. So it would always keep 10 pairs of shoes stocked over here for potential sale. So I think I might do that. Then once they arrive here, I can sell a few for a few bucks. Although I've got gold. Maybe. Anything I want to buy right now? Herbs, grain, logs. I could just buy a bunch of logs, actually. You know, I think I like that idea. Selling them at average price. Oh, I need to transfer gold over here. So yeah, let me transfer. You know, for now, all my gold to the trading post, because I don't have anything that maintains it. Oh yeah, I can also keep a certain amount in stock. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Like, you know what I'll do is I'll say something like, keep 200 gold in the trading post at all times. I don't know if it'll transfer it away or not. Yeah, we have a worker here, and they should go and move some things around for me. Wherever the gold might be. Take a look in a minute. See what the situation is there. So I can... Oh, I'm not on the speed 3 anymore. There we go. Why is it moving so slowly? So yeah, temporary shelter. Yeah, a little bit of food. Getting to... I think the wagon was delivering it over here. So the wagons are very helpful for that. Hey, there we go. We got money. Perfect. So, Trader 2 with the logs. Trader 1 wasn't doing logs at all, right? No. Trader 2 with the logs. Buy and stock and trading post. No, we'll buy and transfer to the town storage. I think that's worth it to accelerate things right now. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of trees around, but it takes forever to chop down. And, you know, the logs keep being a bottleneck. So let's get that sorted. So last year we got... All right, yeah, fertility. So we didn't get everything that we planted. We've got 144 turnips, and 168 portions of beans. And yeah, our population's filled up again. But, ooh, actually, we don't have that many kind of idlers, 11 in total. And I mean, builders are not really idlers. I think I need to get down some more houses. Our food situation still seems okay-ish, and should get better as our farms kick in. So again here, I'm going to leave a little gap here and do that. So we can put some decoration in the middle. Maybe we'll put a second well in. I don't know. Hey, we haven't had anything catch fire yet. That's nice. It's been a problem in the past for me. Yeah, iron mine. Oh, you can't move the work area. Oh, okay. Clay pit here, same thing, but yeah, you just put it on the clay. I think the iron mine, the circle around the iron mine has to touch a source of ore. And yeah. And this work site is now built. So you do give this a work area, and you can tell what ratio to work on. And really, I'd prefer logs, but there's not actually that many trees here in general. So I'll just tell you to do that. Cover this. Most of you are going to get a lot of stone, but that's okay. Did we burn through those logs like that much already? Wow. Ooh, they would buy planks. I could, training's common far above average. No, I mean, I know we need planks as well, but maybe that's a little way to turn a bit of a profit. It'd be nice if there was a quick button to just, like, move everything over, or if this slider, maybe there was a little button. It's nice that you can type, but, like, maybe little shortcut buttons to, like, nudge it to the left and right by units of 10 or hundreds or something. Maybe there's something I just don't know in the UI yet, but let's see. There you go. So we are going to sell those planks. We got some extra money sitting here. Lovely. Still not looking to buy any of that, but... Oh, the price is higher now. It was 4 before, since it's far above average. So we want to buy them when there's a decent deal. And sometimes we might even be able to do brokering between the two sides. Oh, we buy them at 11. Well, oh yeah, so no, we want to sell more planks to this guy. Cool. All right. And then it can transfer gold out of this. But I'm not gonna. Now it's got its seed money. And yeah, we guarantee that we leave at least 200 in there from the town, but the town itself is making some cash, which will get better if we get homesteads. So I would like to build a school. Because it needs clay to build. Now we've got that. And it needs some gold, but that's being produced, so that's going to be okay. It increases desirability quite dramatically in the houses nearby, so I'm going to sort of center it up over here. We do need to get these up to 30 if we want them to become homesteads. But they're on their way, and we haven't even put a single actual decorative item down yet. Impending heat wave. Yeah, we need more water. Crops might be damaged. Might want to build a second well, actually. I mean, the wells do increase desirability. So I could... oh, yeah, it's under resource. I could pull up a second well down in this area. Although, see, it's not changing their the desirability number. I think it's because they already have one. Might still not be a terrible idea to get a second well, because if there's a fire, I think they might have to draw water from the well. I'm going to put that over there. I mean, there's lake as well. As well as a well. Maybe it's not so far. Maybe we may have not needed the temporary shelter. But who knows? Maybe people are grabbing random food from over here. And that's convenient. Save some time. I don't know. Yeah, I guess everyone lives here. It's not far. Yeah, this place is losing food to heat stress. Makes me think of playing Fate of the World. Oh my god, are we 46 minutes into this video? Let's put a cut in here. Whew, that is long. Really enjoying this little game. Hope you are too. Clay, yeah, the clay's not a big deal. These logs, though, keeping hammer. What I would like, the trade user interface, in my opinion, I would like it to be very different. I would like to be able to put in requests as well, right? Like the transfer here, I can put in like a keep in stock to transfer from town to the trading post. But it might also be interesting to put in buy orders, although admittedly there are different, you know, you might want to put price limits and things like that. You know, it's the sort of automation I kind of dig. But for now, we'll see. And then, yeah, is there anything I want to pull out from here? No, because when we buy, we transferred the logs to the town, and that was okay. And the log price, are these still the same traders? That's what you're selling. Yeah, it's still at 5. Might still be worth... It's far above average. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll just have to maybe ask for some more tree cutting to happen over here. This area will be automatically worked, but we'll throw in some extra labor requests here, because obviously that's important. Okay, we're definitely going to put a cut in here. Folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.